girls, it is White Gamer, and today we're going to be doing a gameplay, but mainly talking about my final thoughts on eafc24 clubs. So I've officially played this game for, let's check our stats real quick, 38 days. You convert that into hours, around 912 hours according to Google. So I play this game a lot. Some would say I don't have a life, others would say this is my job. I say I just freaking love this game mode, guys. I really do. I've been playing it since FIFA 11. Pro clubs. I didn't start off as center back. Started off as a striker or a winger. And then me and my friends, we were really bad at pro clubs. We went on an 11 losing game streak in FIFA 11 pro clubs. And then that's when I decided to play CB. And ever since then, this game mode has been my favorite for the past 13 years. About to be 14 once FC25 drops. So, wanted to give out my last thoughts, guys. And where I rank this as one of my favorite clubs game mode from the past couple of years. So, I would say my biggest issue this year for me when it came to gameplay for pro clubs, not Ultimate Team, just for pro clubs, I would say is the lock-in system. The lock-in system this year has been very bad and inconsistent. And if you play this game long enough, whether defender, goalkeeper, heck, even sometimes attackers, they don't get locked into certain balls. Players don't get locked into the ball at certain times, and it could lead to a goal. It could lead to the goalkeeper being locked on, and then there's no one protecting the net. It could lead to your attacker not getting locked in on a certain sweat when there was another teammate behind him. Different scenarios, different situations for all the position, guys. So that definitely was my biggest issue gameplay wise for me in clubs. The second one, this is really noticeable a lot more in divisions, but even sometimes in competitive, certain teams will abuse this, is the crossing, guys. The crossing this year, wow, that was a shit pass by me. The crossing this year was completely overpowered, especially in divisions. If you had a tall striker, whether it was one or two, and then you have wingers or out wide players to cross the ball and have whip pass plus, it's GG's pretty much. I remember I made a whole separate video at the start of the year talking about crossing and whatnot, but crossing this year was really, really bad, and I hope next year that's not the meta, or that it's not as overpowered. It can be effective, which is fine, but that's the thing with the community, I think, in general. When there's something that's very, 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 very good, people abuse it. But yeah, the crossing definitely is in my second most hated thing in eafc24 clubs, gameplay-wise. Now, let's talk about like the content-wise from clubs this year. So, technically, EA did drop more items this year, whether some of you guys believe it or not. You guys can look back at all the videos we dropped each season, and we talked about the items and the accessories and all that. So technically EA did add more, items, but they could do better. They could do much better, especially with the hairstyles, the boots. For those that didn't know, or those that don't even play career mode, there's more boots in career mode than in clubs. Like, career mode and clubs should have like the same amount of accessories, but they don't. Career mode has way more boots than clubs. Clubs have way more like mask and those types of accessories, but when it comes to boots, and I guess even hairstyles, I think too, clubs does not have that many hairstyles, and that's been a lot of people's issues when it came to cosmetics, the hairstyles and the boots. So hopefully in eafc25, EA does a bit better with just content in general, guys. Whether it's boots, hairstyles, that was close. So for those that don't know, this year we're getting an eafc25 club. We're getting a club shop. So I'm hoping it's really good and better than the Volta shop. And we're also getting a season pass, which is hopefully, again, they bring out more content with that. I really do hope they do. And just more options and more options just to customize your pro, guys. Because if you think about it, that is the core of this game mode. You create a character, male or female, and then you customize him or her how you want, and then you grind your pro. That's what the core of this game mode is. So hopefully they focus a lot on, you know, obviously the gameplay and the content, but like the customization option, because this is where the game thrives. And just using one player and leveling up, that's where the game thrives. And that brings me to my other point, guys, the leveling system. So for the past, I think 2-3 years, it's been 100 levels. The first year they introduced levels, someone correct me if I'm wrong, was in FIFA 21 maybe? And it was max level 25 at FIFA 21. So for the past like 4 years, it's been like, you know, you grind to a certain level, usually level 100, and then that's it. So hopefully next year in FC25, the leveling system is better. Now, I'm recording this on July 22nd. Either this week or next week, July 30 or 31, EA will have dropped the FC25 Club's deep dive, and they will have talked about the leveling system. So my guess is, I think they're still going to have like the number leveling system, but except for FC25, it's probably going to be like more than 100 levels. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm recording this on July 22nd, but I could be wrong. Now, that leveling system wouldn't be bad, guys, because the thing with the leveling system this year and the past years is that once you reach a certain level, you pretty much don't have much to play for, guys, unless you play competitive leagues, which not a lot of people do, believe it or not. It's only a very like hardcore part of the community that plays competitive. The majority of people that actually play club are actually casual players. They get off work or school, they play for an hour or two divisions, and that's it. Or they play playoffs, which that was a good addition. But the leveling system, guys, just has to be better in a way where, you know, it keeps people grinding, but it doesn't make it hard for people to level up. You know, it also makes it fun for the casual, and then something for the hardcore fans too. Then that all brings me to my other point, the playoffs. That was a good addition. I like what EA tried to do. You know, they tried to replace the cup match, the tournaments that we had in the old FIFAs with the playoffs. Now the playoff wasn't a bad idea. It just wasn't the greatest execution, if that makes sense. So hopefully this year for playoffs, it's been already confirmed by EA that we're going to have playoffs. That's, like, the rewards are better. Hopefully the rewards are better. And then hopefully you don't have to wait until the end of the season. I think they should make it like every weekend. Every weekend there should be a playoff. Where obviously maybe less games or something like that, similar to the weekend league and Ultimate Team, I guess. But I think the playoffs should be every weekend and not at the end of each week of the season. Hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, guys, this brings me back to the point of the rewards. Like, the rewards just in general needs to be better for clubs. Hopefully with them adding the season pass in FC25, you can get really cool rewards, a lot of boots, hairstyles, whatever it is. You guys know what I mean. And yeah, guys. Now, that was like the things that I didn't like about FC24 clubs this year. You know, the amount of rewards you get for playoffs, the customizations. Like I said in the beginning, they did give us more options this year compared to FC24, to FIFA 23. Now, overall, guys, my experience in playing FC24, I really enjoyed it. The defending this year was probably the best it's ever been this year. Besides the lock-in, that's what kind of like didn't make it a perfect gameplay defensive CB year for me, if that makes sense. But overall, guys, this was probably been one of my favorite pro clubs, and I hope it gets better from this year and onwards, from FC25 and onwards. I hope. I'm pretty optimistic. Say the same thing every year. I'm sure all other people say the same thing as well. But I actually enjoy this year's club, and I'll actually give it probably like a 7 point, probably like a solid 8. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 for clubs for this year for me personally, guys. Like I said, I played around 900 hours. That's more than enough to judge the game in and out, I think. I've seen it all. I've seen like the craziest walk-ons, the craziest rebounds. Oh my god, guys. How can I forget the rebounds? Another thing I want to mention is the rebounds. is probably the other thing. I actually forgot about it. That I hated the most this year. The lock-ins and the rebounds. The rebounds this year has been bad. Like when my team scores a rebound, I don't even celebrate it because it's 95% of the time it's a bullshit rebound. And I feel bad for the keepers, guys. And even defenders. The rebounds this year has been really, really bad. And if you see my stream, you guys know I hate rebounds. I'm always complaining about it. And yeah, hopefully next year they do a better job with the rebounds. According to certain leaks, there might be a new playstyle regarding the rebounds. So, but yeah, boys and girls, that was my rating. This is a raw video, guys. I barely edited this, so you know if I stayed quiet or fucked up a couple of times, I apologize. But hope you guys enjoyed this different type of video. This is my thoughts after 900 hours later of playing the game. My opinion. Let me know what you guys think about the game in general, guys. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed something different in the channel. We lost the game, but I think we got player of the match or man of the match in a dropping game. Which, yeah, it was pretty hard to do while I was talking and playing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.